Are you concerned about falling? In the next year, 1 in 4 seniors will experience a fall. Do not allow yourself to become a statistic. Tai Chi is proven to reduce your fall risk by 58%. Classes for all abilities are available throughout DuPage County. Tai Chi, exercise for life, exercise for you.
Bring your hands up and tap below your collarbone. Middle of the sternum. And the side of your ribs. And loose and relax. Swing as loose and relaxed as you can. This Friday is Lunar New Year. The day the new year starts on the lunar calendar. And it is a good time to do a little bit of housekeeping. And ideally, you should, as best you can, depending on your weather, open your house up and at the very least, sweep your house out. Is sweep away the old energies of the previous year. We're moving out of the year of the rat. Some people may say the disease-carrying rat. And we're moving into the year of the ox. And so ideally, you want to have your house ready to welcome in those new energies. So that means Thursday should be a house cleaning and primarily sweeping out all of your floors and sweeping out the old energies. And Friday, ideally, you should be wearing colorful clothes. Not black, not white. Those are inauspicious. Red is the best color to wear on Friday. The Lunar New Year is also a time of giving and receiving red envelopes, which are usually have some money in them. The amount of money is usually a symbolic gesture, but the giving away of red envelopes, the receiving of red envelopes is very auspicious. And of course, to give is just as good as receiving. And receiving is as good as giving. Remember, when you receive a gift, you honor the person that gives the gift. And ideally, with any passing of money, you do it with two hands. You pass it with two hands, receive with two hands. Friday is not a good day to be visiting a hospital. They also say it's not a good day to take medications. And that's the visiting of hospitals, the taking of medications is said to invite sickness in for the coming year. It's not a good day to hear crying children. And we're moving into the year of the ox. And the portents for the year of the ox, if you think about where typically in the Far East, you'd see an ox, you'd often see them plowing fields of just trudging up and down a field, pulling this heavy plow. And that is what the year is going to be like. It is a year for that steadfast, solid, I'm just going to keep moving forward. And as long as you don't do anything wild or extravagant, it should be a good year. But we want to go with that heavy, steadfast, lumbering, I'm just going to keep moving forwards. I'm not going to do anything extravagant. I'm not going to do anything wild. I'm just going to keep moving forward. It is a good year for starting new ventures, though. Both in business and in romance. And of course, whichever zodiac sign you are has a big effect on what the year is going to be like. A lot of it depends on how well you can fit in with the energies of the ox. So those people with, should we say, excitable signs may well have a hard time. However, if you recognize that and you try not to be overexcited or over ambitious with things, it can still be a very, very good year. So look out in Sunday's email newsletter. I may well do a class on the Chinese zodiac next week. I was supposed to be doing one in Bloomingdale on Friday. But when I did my last newsletter, I totally forgot about it. And so have a look in this Sunday's newsletter for details on the class on the Chinese zodiac and the coming year. I'll also have in Sunday's email the link to the playlist with all the recordings on. They are up there. You just can't get to them at the moment. My apologies for that. The end of the rat year is having an effect. Right, and allow your arm to come to a rest. Turn your waist, let your arms swing. Again, loose and relax. And now bring your hands in. Small back on the opposite side. Inside the shoulder on the front. And take your arms out and return to just the waist. And allow your waist to come to a rest. Head to one shoulder, roll it down around to the shoulder without tilting it back across the top. Exhale around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Change direction. Head to the shoulder. Roll it down around to the shoulder without tilting it back. Cross the top. Exhale around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. Good. Now, pull your shoulders up to your ears. Bring your hands up towards your armpits. And push your hands down and pull your shoulders down. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, push down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Now we're going to do the same again. If you're comfortable, this time though, you're going to drop your shoulders. If you're not comfortable with that, again, just pull them down. So pull the shoulders up. Just let your arms hang loose this time if you're going to drop them. And drop. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, drop. Inhale. Exhale. One more. All right. Now we're going to do this a third time. Again, you're going to pull your shoulders up and pull them down. This time, though, you're going to do it relaxed. Okay, so the goal is not to use tension when you pull up. It's just to bring the shoulders up. Imagine more that they're just floating up rather than being pulled up, like being buoyed up by the ocean beneath you. Your arms are going to stay a little bit more relaxed on this one. So just allow them to hang down. And so imagine that your shoulders are just floating up. Now, how relaxed can you do that? And then pull them back. But don't reach down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. One more. So you may notice that you do use tension to bring your shoulders up. So the question is, can you let go of that? And so that's the shoulder exercise out of the Qigong, out of the horse form that we do. And so you have this movement that you do. The question is, how do you do that movement? And there are lots of different ways that you can do those movements. So especially in the Qigong, is there one way that's the way? No. You can do it lots of different ways depending on how you feel. All right, now roll your shoulders. Again, just allow the arms to hang down. And change direction. One. Grab your thumb and rub your thumb. If you can do a little bit of emphasis around the base of the fingernail, that's good. If you can also get to the very tip of the finger by the nail, even better. So the very tip of the finger is the 10 diffusions, and that is good for stimulating your brain. Base of the fingernail on the thumb stimulates the lungs. Next one. Index finger. Large intestine. Easy to remember because L, lung, large intestine. And if you want, you can bounce up and down a little bit. And smile. smiling is good for you. And remember, your brain doesn't know the difference between a smile that you're making because you're happy and a smile that you're forcing. Good. Middle finger. Middle finger is the pericardium. Easy to remember because you know Lao Gong, and it's directly below Lao Gong because you use that finger to find out where Lao Gong is. Ring finger. So ring finger is the triple warmer, triple burner, triple heater, something like that. So Chinese medicine has been talking about the triple warmer for, I don't know, 2,500 years. Western medicine discovered it like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, very recent. The interstitium. There you go, Ramona. Now you got the chance to say interstitium. Good. And then the pinky finger. The small finger has 2 channels on it, the heart and the small intestine. So massaging the fingers helps to open up the connections between the channels. Remember, if you were here on Monday when we did the blood circulation, we did down the arm, which is the way the yin channels flow. It switches in the hand to the yang channels, which flow down the back of the body. Good. Next one. So we should be on the other hand. Doesn't matter what order you do these in. Next one. Next one. Next one. And last one. Good. Now put one hand out, 4 fingers of the other hand on the back of the hand, and use your thumb to rub over the palm of your hand. And try and cover the whole palm. One of the best ways actually to massage the palm and stimulate that, because you're stimulating a lot of internal organs as you do this. And one of my favorite ways is to use a small massage ball about the size of a golf ball, or a golf ball, or a racquetball, or something about that size. And it's to put it in your palm and interlace your fingers and trap the ball between your palms and like just rotate your palms around. And that feels really good. And it stimulates a lot of internal organs as you do that. Now make a fist. Notice where your middle finger touches your palm. Open your hand up and press on that spot. And remember, this is pericardium 8. You know it's pericardium 8 because you use the middle finger to find it. And the job of the pericardium is to protect your heart. And ideally, you should press on this spot for about 1 minute every day. And remember that the pericardium protects the heart physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And Chinese medicine talks about the heart mind. Okay, they don't talk about the mind, it's the heart mind. And consciousness resides in the heart. Okay, change hands. So again, massage the palm. Rub the palm all over. And again, make a fist. Notice where your middle finger touches your palm. Open the hand up and press on that spot. And rub your wrists. The other great tool for keeping your hands healthy are the Chinese health balls. And I did a class on those last month. If you have a membership on my website, There are a couple of classes of the Chinese health balls up there. Good, forearms. And if you're in the northern central part of the United States, I'll be doing the Chinese health balls class up in Virginia, Minnesota, May 21st, I think it is. Good. And that'll be the opening class of a full weekend of classes up there in Minnesota. So if you're able to travel by then, hopefully we will be able to, there are lots of options for weekend events. All right, elbow. And for those of you that feel like you want to see what Arizona is like, Lupe Thomas and myself are organizing a clinic at the Triangle Tea Guest Ranch for the third weekend in January of 22. Good. Other one. The energy of Triangle Tea is amazing. Good. Right. Interlace your fingers, roll your wrists. And change direction. Good. Push one wrist up and then the other. And nod your wrist. Rub the palms of your hands. Hands on the small of your back. Keep your head still, your head upright. Circle your way. One more. Change direction. One. Good. And now keep your feet wider apart. And we're going to work on the pelvis in the 4 directions rather than the circles. And so as much as you can, you want the movement to just be in your pelvis. Now you're going to get a little bit of movement in your torso and a little bit of movement in your legs, and that's okay. We just don't want it to be deliberate movement. So you're going to tuck your pelvis forward as if you're tucking your tailbone under as much as you can. Untuck it. Tilt your pelvis up to one side, back to the center. And now stick your butt back. Back to the center, tilt it to the other side. Back to the center. So 4 directions. So we go forward, center, side, center, back, center, other side, center. So 5 directions, because the center counts as a direction. So your very lowest lumbar vertebrae should find this very helpful. One more. Good. Now change direction. Go around the other way. One more. And now, if you choose, you can bring your feet closer together. And seeing as I've done that one with my feet apart, I'm going to do this one with my feet together. I don't feel as I get as good a movement in this one as I do with my feet apart. But it's always good to do these things different ways, different times. Good. Now, circle your tailbone. So now you're trying to smooth those 4 directions out into a circle. And change direction. One. Good. Now, especially if you have balance difficulties, make sure that you're holding on to something with this one, because this one is not about balance. This is about heel raises or calf raises. And so you're going to rise up on your toes and down, just comfortably like that. And you are going to do that. The ideal is 50 times. Just do what you're comfortable with. Again, if you're holding on to something for your balance, you can concentrate more on the legs. So just comfortably raise and lower. My apologies, Charlene, if you've already done this today. Good. However many you've done. So the calf raises is a really good exercise for your liver, for your gallbladder. It's a good prescriptive exercise for multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's. Another thing to do for your liver, put your hands at your sides. So your fingers are pointing down your pants seam. Where your middle finger touches your leg, you're going to rub or tap that spot. So because it's to the very tip of your finger, you're going to have to bend down a little bit. So rub and massage or just press on those two spots. This point is called the wind market, gallbladder 31. And so this sedates the effect of wind. For those of you that are martial artists that do thigh kicks, this is the spot that you're actually aiming for. You may have seen law enforcement with nightsticks on the TV, and when they often strike at the leg. And again, this is the point that they're striking at, because this point hit just right can make your leg go dead pretty much instantly. And as a preventative thing, a minute a day. If you're doing it prescriptive, you may want to be doing more like 5 minutes. You can always lie on your side and lie with something on your leg. Some people find that okay. Some people find it very uncomfortable. Good. And now rub your hands together and bring your feet close together as you are safe and comfortable. And rub your knees. And reach behind. Rub the backs of your knees. Backs of your knees is urinary bladder 40, one of the command points. And this is very good for your back. Everything above the top of the legs, to the base of the neck, to the spine, kidneys, primarily, urinary bladder. Good, now pat your knees. And then rest your hands above your knees, fingers again pointing inward, and gently bend and straighten. One more. Good. Rub your palms together again. And rest your hands on your kneecaps. And then gently circle the knees forwards to one side and back. Nice and gently, not too big of a movement. Remember, you only have 5 degrees of lateral movement in your knees. So your knees should always point in the same direction as your second toe. And they can only go off that by 5 degrees. Good, change direction. So this is not one of my favorites to do. The straight bends where you keep your knees and your toes aligned. Yes, those are good. But taking the knees off the toes, nah, not so much. And one more. Good. Nice. And straighten up. And again, being judicious with your balance, take one foot and rotate your ankle. Remember, ankle flexibility is extremely important in fall prevention. And change direction. Change feet. Rotate your ankle. Woo. Change direction. And everything that we did to our hands, ideally, when we finished, you should go and do to your feet. Good, tap the ball of your foot. And change feet. And bring yourself to shoulder width apart, so it's straight forward. Knees relaxed, back up straight. Arms relaxed at your sides. And let's do the 8 directions of Qi. First of all, we gather. Pull up. Expand. Compress. Flow in. flow out, sink, disperse. Inhale as you gather. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, expand. Exhale, compress. Inhale, flow in. Exhale, flow out. Inhale, sink. Exhale, let disperse. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. The 8 directions of Qi.